Son, daughter, listen carefully because this message cannot wait. Today I am speaking directly to your heart because I know every pain you carry, every thought you have hidden, every tear you shed when no one else is seeing. You are not here by chance. It was my hand that brought you to these words. I know you have faced struggles that seem to have no end, questions that echo in your mind without answers, and burdens that seem too heavy to bear. But today I declare, this is the moment of change, the moment when I, the Lord your God, place my hand on your life to transform what seemed impossible. I know that sometimes you look around and feel alone, as if no one can understand what you are going through. Financial worries, difficult decisions, accumulated frustration, all of this tries to stifle the hope in your heart. But I want you to know, I'm here. I am the same God who created the heavens and the earth, and today I am reaching out to you to lift you up, to give you a new beginning. Nothing you went through was wasted. Not a single tear fell without me seeing it. Son, daughter, I was there, even when you thought I was alone. You need to know that nothing, absolutely nothing, is beyond my control. Every challenge, every obstacle you are facing is in my care. Nothing happens without a greater purpose. Today I tell you with authority, I am working in your favor. What your eyes see is only part of the story, but I have already written the ending, and it is full of victory. I will not leave you nor forsake you because I am true to my word, and it never returns void. If this message is touching your heart right now, I want you to stop for a moment and declare your trust in me. Write in the comments, "Yes, Lord, I trust in you." This act of faith is like opening the doors of heaven. It is like saying, I choose to believe, even without seeing. And I tell you, your faith moves mountains. Today, I make a promise about your life. No matter how big your problems are or how impossible your circumstances seem, I am bigger than all of that. And I'm acting. The supply you have been waiting for is already on its way. Maybe you don't see it yet, maybe the signs are small, almost invisible, but I want you to know, my hand is moving all the pieces of the puzzle. I am preparing a path where there is no exit, opening doors that were previously locked. The miracle has already begun. It's like a seed planted in the ground. You don't see the fruits yet, but there is something growing, and at the right time it will be revealed. Today I ask you, don't give up. I know it's difficult, I know that doubts try to invade your mind, but trust. Look at me, not the circumstances around you. Just as I sustained the people in the desert, sending manna from heaven every day, so I will sustain your life. I am the God who does not fail. Nothing you need is beyond my reach. I am your provider, your refuge, your strength. I want you to keep this word in your heart. I am the Lord, your God, and I care for you. You don't need to carry everything alone. Cast your anxieties on me because I am the one who takes care of every detail. Your supply is on the way, your peace is being restored, your victory is being prepared. Trust. I am faithful, and what I promise, I keep. Now take a deep breath and let me work. This is the time to hand everything into my hands, to let me lead you. Believe. I am with you. The change has already begun. Want to continue to the next part? Son, daughter, I want you to listen carefully because the words I speak to you today are the key to opening a new chapter in your life. I feel the weight you've been carrying, the sleepless nights, the worries that seem to consume you, but I want you to know that you're not alone. I, the Lord, your God, am with you in every step, in every tear, in every sigh of tiredness. And I say more. This weight you carry, you were not created to bear it alone. Today I am here to lighten your load, to remind you that I am your Father, your provider, the one who never abandons you. There is something you need to understand. Your future is already in my hands. While you struggle with difficulties, I have already prepared the way. When you look around and see only closed doors, I want you to know that I am working to open the ones that no one can close. What I am preparing for you is greater than your eyes can imagine. But listen carefully. My provision does not come through human means. It does not depend on circumstances or human effort. I am the God who creates rivers in the desert, who brings light where there is only darkness, who makes the impossible happen. Trust me. I know that this word is not always easy to put into practice, especially when circumstances seem to scream otherwise. But I want to remind you of something. When you give me your worries, your fears, your anxiety, I take for myself what was never yours to carry. And in doing so, you make room for me to pour out upon you the peace that passes all understanding. I am the God who takes care of the details, who does not allow those who trust in me to lack anything. Today, I want you to keep an unshakable truth in your heart. Your supply is already on the way. What you have asked for in prayer, what you have desired in the depths of your heart has already been heard. And I tell you more. My answer is not small. I am the God who does abundantly more than you ask or think. I'm moving heaven and earth, organizing every detail so that what I have for you arrives at the right time. It won't be early, but it won't be late either. My provision always arrives at the perfect time. And when this blessing comes, I want you to remember, it is not the result of chance, but of my grace and my love for you. It is not something you can earn by merit, but a gift straight from the heavenly throne. And I tell you more, don't allow fear or doubt to keep you from what I'm doing. Many give up before seeing the manifestation of the miracle, but today I call you to persevere, to continue believing, even when the winds blow against you. There's something I need to tell you. Don't share with everyone what I'm about to do in your life. There are moments when my movement is silent, almost imperceptible, because it is in secret that I carry out the greatest works. Just as a seed germinates in the soil before sprouting to the surface, so is what I am doing for you. At the right time, everyone will see the fruit of what I am preparing, and they will glorify my name. Now I want you to take a deep breath and feel my presence next to you. I am the one who supports your steps, who guides your paths, who prepares your table even in the face of your enemies. Nothing can separate you from my love, son, daughter. And today I want you to declare with me, yes, Lord, I trust in you. This statement is more than words. It is an act of faith that moves mountains, that opens doors, that activates the supernatural. Keep trusting. No matter the size of the challenge or the strength of the storm, remember, I am the Lord of hosts and I am fighting for you. What I prepare for you goes beyond material provisions. I am bringing peace, joy, and restoration to all areas of your life. Your prayers are being heard and the heavens are already moving in your favor. I want you to pay close attention because I am revealing something deep to your heart right now. I know you have been searching for answers, crying out for direction, fighting the feeling that problems surround you like insurmountable walls. But listen carefully. These walls are not the end of you. They do not have the power to stop you. I'm with you. And today I want you to prepare because something great is about to happen in your life. I want you to remember what I did to the people of Israel before the walls of Jericho. They looked at those barriers, and humanly, it seemed impossible to advance. But I, the Lord, gave them a strategy, an order that required faith and obedience. They marched, surrounded the walls, and on the seventh day, with a cry of faith, they saw everything fall to the ground. Today I tell you, the walls you have faced will also fall, but I need you to keep walking, even when the path seems uncertain. Your obedience to my word is the key that breaks down barriers and unlocks victory. I want you to know that nothing in your life is by chance. The difficulties you have faced, the challenges that seem so great, are being used to strengthen your faith and prepare you for something greater. Do not allow doubts or fear to divert you from the path I have traced for you. As long as you trust me, I'm acting even if you don't see it. I'm moving the pieces of the puzzle, aligning the details, creating opportunities where before there were only impossibilities. I know that sometimes you feel like your strength is at its limit, that you can no longer take a single step, but I want to remind you, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You don't need to carry everything alone, son, daughter. Cast your burden on me. Let me take care of your worries. I am the God who sustains, who provides, who restores. No matter how difficult your situation is, I am greater than any challenge. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of believing before seeing. Faith is the foundation of everything I'm about to accomplish in your life. Just as Abraham believed the promise that he would be the father of multitudes, even when everything around him said otherwise, I also want you to trust my word. Even when circumstances seem unfavorable, my word is faithful, and what I promise, I fulfill. I will not leave you. I will not abandon you. I am with you in every step, in every decision, in every battle. Son, daughter, your provision will not come from common means, nor by your own strength. What I am preparing for you will be so extraordinary that there will be no doubt that it was my hand that acted. But I want you to know, this provision will not only be to meet your needs, but also to bless others around you. I want you to be a channel of my blessing, a living witness of my care, of my fidelity. And when doors start to open, when opportunities arise, I want your heart to remain grateful and humble. Remember that everything you have and will have comes from me. Do not allow pride or greed to occupy the space that is mine in your heart. I want your life to be a reflection of my goodness, a light that inspires others to trust me. The more you share, the more I will multiply what is in your hands. Now, son, daughter, I want you to take a deep breath and declare with me, "The walls are falling, I trust in the Lord." This is an act of faith, a step towards what I have prepared for you. Don't look back. Don't let yourself be discouraged by what didn't work. What I'm doing now is something new, something that will exceed all your expectations. Stay confident, because what I promised is on the way. My word never returns empty, and your victory is closer than you imagine. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal has the power to transform your heart and completely change your perspective on what you're facing. I know the days have been challenging, and sometimes it feels like my strength is running out. However, today I want you to hold on to this unshakable truth. I am the Lord, your God, and I am with you in every battle, in every tear, in every silent prayer you said along this journey. What you have faced is not permanent. I know circumstances can seem big and scary, like unclimbable mountains, but I want to remind you, I am the one who moves mountains. I am the one who turns the impossible into reality. Today, I tell you with authority, nothing is too big for my power, and no situation is beyond my control. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for peace and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. I want you to keep this promise in your heart, because it is the certainty that I am preparing something greater than what your eyes can see now. Your fight is not in vain. I know that you have been crying out for answers, that you have been looking for signs, that you have wanted to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I want you to know that your every prayer has reached my throne. Every cry has been heard, every tear has been collected. There is not a single moment that I have left you alone. Even when it seems like the sky is silent, I am working. Yes, I am moving heaven and earth in your favor, aligning circumstances, preparing the ground for what I am about to accomplish in your life. There is something important I need to tell you. Your faith is what moves the heavens. It's not about the size of your faith, but about who you put your trust in. Just as a small seed can grow into a large tree, your faith, even as small as a mustard seed, has the power to move mountains when placed within me. I want you to remember when Peter walked on the water. As long as he kept his eyes fixed on me, he walked safely. But when he looked at the wind and waves, he began to sink. Son, daughter, don't look at the circumstances around you. Don't allow fear to steal your trust in me. Keep your eyes fixed on who I am, because I am faithful to fulfill what I promised. Today I am opening a new path before you. You may not be able to see clearly now, but I assure you, the way is being prepared. Just as I opened the Red Sea for my people and made them cross on dry land, so will I do for you. The solution you have been waiting for is on the way, and when it arrives, it will be clear that it was my hand that acted. But I want you to learn to trust the process, to rest in my faithfulness even before you see the miracle manifest. Son, daughter, do not doubt, because I am the one who takes care of you. There is something else I need you to understand. The blessings I am preparing for you are not just to meet your needs, but to teach you to live in a new dimension of trust and generosity. I want you to know that every resource I put in your hands has a purpose. It is not just for your benefit, but for you to be a channel of blessings to others. When you share, you multiply. When you share, your faith is strengthened and my glory is manifested. Do not withhold what I give, but use it wisely, with gratitude, with a heart willing to help those around you. Listen to me well. Gratitude is a powerful key. When you give thanks, even before you see the manifestation of the blessing, you are declaring your trust in me. I want your heart to be full of gratitude because it opens bigger doors, creates unexpected opportunities, attracts the supernatural into your life. Remember when I fed thousands with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish? That multiplication began with gratitude. Before sharing the bread, I thanked him, and the miracle happened. I want you to learn to be grateful not only for the big things, but also for the small signs of my faithfulness. It is in the details that I often reveal my care. I know there are people around you who perhaps don't understand your faith, who question why you still trust me, why you still believe that things can change. but I want you to stay strong. Just as Noah built the ark while everyone around him doubted, I want you to continue to trust, even when others don't see what I'm doing. My word is faithful, and my promise never fails. At the right time, what I am preparing will be revealed, and those who doubted will see that it was I who acted. Now, son, daughter, I want you to stop for a moment and declare with me, Lord, I trust you. I know you are working on my behalf. This declaration of faith is like a seed planted in the ground, which will grow and bear fruit at the right time. I want you to remain firm, not to be shaken by the storms, to remember that I am with you in every step. Trust me, because the best is yet to come. What I am preparing for you is not small, it is not temporary. It is something eternal, something that will transform not only your life but also those around you. I am with you, and my promise is true. Listen to me carefully, because what I have to tell you today carries a weight of glory and transformation. I want you to keep these words deep in your heart because they are a reminder of my eternal love and constant care for you. I know that you have faced difficult times, that the storms of life have tried to knock you down, that doubts have whispered in your ear. But today I tell you, do not fear, because I, the Lord, am with you. There is no storm that I cannot calm, no mountain that I cannot move to lead you to the purpose I have outlined for your life. I want you to remember something powerful. Every challenge you are facing is being used to strengthen you. Not because I wish you suffering, but because I am shaping you, preparing you for something much greater. Just as gold needs to go through fire to be purified, I am using each situation to perfect your faith and character. And I guarantee you, nothing you've been through will be wasted. Every tear you shed, every prayer you said in the silence of the night, every moment of pain you endured, is being transformed into something precious before me. All things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. Romans 8:28. I want you to keep this verse as an anchor for your soul, even when you don't understand what's happening. Even when it seems like everything is out of place, I want you to trust that I'm working in your favor. I am leading you, step by step, towards the fulfillment of the purpose I have for your life. I know that sometimes you look at the circumstances around you and feel helpless. You see closed doors, solutions that seem impossible, and a path that seems increasingly narrow. But today I tell you, I am the God who opens paths where there is no way out. Just as I did with my people in the desert, when they opened the Red Sea so they could walk on dry land, I will do the same with you. You don't need to understand how I will do it. Just trust that I am moving the waters for you. I am creating a path where there seemed to be only darkness and impossibility. Son, daughter, I want you to understand something very important. Your value is not in your circumstances, nor in the opinions of the people around you. Your value lies in the fact that you were created by me, that I formed you with my own hands, that I called you by your name. You are mine, and nothing can change that. When the voices of doubt and fear try to make you think you are alone, I want you to remember who I am. I am your Father, your protector, your refuge in times of difficulty. No matter what you're facing, I'm bigger than it all. Today, I want to encourage you to lift your head and walk with confidence. No matter how difficult the path seems, I want you to remember that I am with you. And more, I'm working on areas that your eyes can't see right now. There are doors that I'm preparing to open. There are hearts that I am moving in your favor. There are blessings that are being released in heaven, and that at the right time will descend upon your life. But listen carefully. I want you to remain firm. Don't let tiredness or doubt steal your faith. I want you to trust the process. I know that waiting is not always easy, but I want you to know that waiting time is preparation time. Just as a farmer must wait patiently for the harvest after planting the seeds, I want you to wait with confidence, knowing that the harvest I have prepared for you will be bountiful. Do not rush my time, son, daughter, because my time is perfect. What I am about to accomplish in your life will be greater than you can imagine, but I want your faith to be firmly rooted in me. And I want to remind you of something fundamental. You are not alone on this journey. Even when it seems like no one understands what you're going through, I understand. I know every detail, every thought, every internal struggle. I am with you every step of the way, holding your hand, guiding you with love and patience. I want you to remember when the disciples faced the storm in the boat. They were terrified, but I was there, in the middle of the storm, ready to calm it. Today I tell you, I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I calmed the storms in the past, and I will calm the storms that try to bring you down now. I want you to keep your heart focused on me. Don't let distractions or fears take your eyes off my purpose. I want you to focus on my presence, because it is there that you will find the peace you seek so much. Seek me in prayer, not just to ask, but to hear my voice. I want to reveal secrets to you. I want to give you wisdom and direction for the next steps. When you connect with me, when you spend time in my presence, your faith is renewed and your strength is restored. There's something special I want you to understand today. No matter how great your need, I am the God who provides. I am the one who multiplies little, who makes the impossible happen. Just as I multiplied the loaves and fish to feed thousands, I will also multiply the resources you have at hand. But I want you to be faithful in little. I want you to manage what I gave you with gratitude and wisdom, because it will open bigger doors. Your faithfulness in the small details is what prepares the way for great blessings. Today, I ask that you declare with me, Lord, I trust in your timing and your ways. This declaration is an act of faith, a sign that you are placing everything in my hands. I want you to continue to trust, because what I am preparing for you is greater than you can imagine. When the blessings begin to manifest, remember that everything comes from me. I want your heart to remain humble and grateful, because gratitude is the key that opens bigger doors. Your story doesn't end here. What I am writing in your life is something extraordinary, something that will glorify my name and bring joy to your heart. Don't give up, because the best is yet to come. I am the Lord your God, and I am with you every step of the way. Trust me, because my word never fails. I want you to listen carefully, because today I bring you a word of renewal. I know that the battle you face has been long, that you have looked at the days that pass and asked yourself, Lord, when will victory come? But listen to me carefully. Your waiting time is not wasted time. Every day that passes, every tear you shed, every prayer you say in silence is being used for a greater purpose. I am working in your life in a way that you do not yet understand, but at the right time everything will be revealed and your faith will be rewarded. I want you to remember the promises I made to you, because they are true and they never fail. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness. Isaiah 41:10. This verse is more than a pretty phrase. He is the guarantee that I am by your side at every step, holding you, supporting you, and never letting you fall. Even when circumstances say otherwise, I want you to hold on to this truth. I am your God, and I am in control. I know that sometimes the weight of responsibilities and problems seems overwhelming. Doubts try to invade your mind, and fear whispers that things won't change. But I want you to know that these voices have no authority over your life. The only voice you should listen to is mine, and today I tell you, there is no weight that cannot be lifted. There is no battle that cannot be won. There is no situation that I cannot transform. What seems like a valley of shadow will now be transformed into a fertile field of blessings. What I am doing in your life goes far beyond what you can imagine. Just as a farmer prepares the land before planting the seeds, I am preparing the soil of your heart so that, when my supply arrives, it will find fertile ground. I want you to understand that times of waiting are times of growth. I am teaching you to trust me, to depend on me in all things, to rest in the certainty that I am faithful to fulfill what I promised. Remember Abraham, who waited for years before seeing the fulfillment of the promise I made to him. Even when everything seemed impossible, he continued to believe, and in perfect time, my plan was fulfilled. So it will be with you too. I know there are times when the wait seems endless, but I assure you, I'm not late. My provision arrives not a second earlier, not a second later. It arrives exactly at the moment you are ready to receive it. I want you to know that I am taking care of every detail of your life. When you look at the difficulties, you may think that I am far away, but in fact I am closer than you have ever been. I am in control of everything, moving the pieces, aligning the circumstances, preparing the way for my will to be done. You don't need to understand each step. Just trust that I'm leading you in the right direction. Today I ask you something important. Give me your fears. I know that they have tried to steal your peace, that anxiety has weighed on your heart, but I want you to know that you are not called to carry that burden. I am the one who sustains you, the one who takes your hand and helps you through the storms. When you cast your worries on me, you allow me to take care of them in a way that you, in your own strength, could never manage. I want you to keep a powerful truth in your heart. You are not alone. Even in moments when it seems like no one understands you, I understand you. Even when you feel like no one sees your pain, I see it, and more. I am with you, walking beside you in every step, holding your hand in the moments when you think you don't have the strength to continue. My presence is constant, my care is eternal, and my faithfulness never fails. I want you to know that the provision you are waiting for is already being prepared. It's not just about financial or material resources, but something much bigger. I am pouring upon you a supply of peace, of strength, of hope. I am renewing your heart, restoring your faith, and giving you the ability to see beyond difficulties. Just as I did with my people in the desert, sending manna from heaven every day, I will also meet your every need. You don't need to fear the future, because I'm in it, taking care of every detail. And when my supply arrives, I want you to remember something very important. Everything I give is to be used wisely and generously. I want you to be a channel of blessings, to share what you receive with those around you. Because when you share, you multiply. When you sow to others, you reap even more in your life. I want your gratitude to be visible, for your heart to always be aligned with me, recognizing that everything you have comes from me. Son, daughter, I know the path is not always easy, but I want you to trust that I am with you every step of the way. When you feel that your strength is running out, remember that my grace is sufficient. When you think you can't do it anymore, I want you to know that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You don't have to walk alone. I am with you, supporting you, guiding you, and I will never leave you. Now I want you to stop for a moment and declare with me, Lord, I place everything in your hands. I trust in your timing and your purpose for my life. This declaration is an act of faith, a step towards the freedom I am preparing for you. I want you to remain strong, knowing that the best is yet to come. Your story is being written by my hands, and I never fail. What I am preparing for you is something extraordinary, something that will glorify my name and bring joy to your heart. Don't give up, because victory is already on its way. I am the Lord your God, and I am with you today and forever. I want you to keep your attention on the words I'm going to tell you now. They are like seeds that, when planted in the soil of your heart, will produce fruits of peace, hope, and renewal. I know you have been waiting for changes, crying out for answers, and sometimes the silence seems unbearable. But listen to me carefully. Silence is not absence, and the time of waiting is, in fact, a time of preparation. I am working in your life in ways that your eyes cannot yet perceive, but at the right time everything will be revealed, and you will understand that I never abandoned you. Remember Job, my servant, who faced losses that seemed irreparable. He went through trials so intense that many around him said it was impossible to rise again. But he kept his faith even when everything around him seemed to fall apart. And because he trusted in me, I restored him, giving him back double all that he had lost. Job 42:10. Today I tell you, what seemed lost in your life will be restored, not just returned but multiplied. I am preparing something that goes beyond what you can imagine, something that will demonstrate my glory and my love for you. Son, daughter, I know that you have often looked to the future with uncertainty, wondering how you will overcome the challenges in front of you. I want you to know that your future is safe in my hands. I am He who knows the end from the beginning, and nothing escapes my care. Every detail of your life is under my control, and even what seems chaotic is now being aligned for a greater purpose. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do the rest. Psalm 37:5. This is the key to what you are facing. Surrender, trust, and rest in me. Today, I want you to understand something very important. Your strength does not come from yourself, but from me. I know there are times when you feel weak, unable to continue, but I want you to know that my strength is enough to sustain you. When you think you're at your limit, that's when I take action. My word says, my grace is enough for you, for my power is perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. I want you to cling to this promise. No matter how weak you feel, I'm strong enough to carry you and lead you to victory. Son, I am moving the waters to you. Just as I opened the Red Sea for my people, I'm opening ways to you where there is no apparent way out. You may not see it now, but every step you give in faith is bringing you closer to the miracle I have prepared. I want you to keep walking, even when the path seems difficult. No pairs. Do not give up. I am with you, holding your hand and guiding you beyond your boundaries. There is something special that I want to tell you. Do not let fear steal what I am doing in your life. I know that fear tries to infiltrate, whispering that things will not change, that challenges are too great, that victory is distant. But today, I want you to look at me, not the circumstances. Just as Peter began to sink when he looked away, fear also grows when strips your eyes of me. But son, when you keep your look fixed on me, fear loses its strength and faith grows like a flame that illuminates darkness. Son, daughter, now that we have reached the end of this journey of words and promises, I want to pay attention, because this is the message that seals everything I told you. I know your heart carries expectations and wishes to see the fulfillment of everything that has been promised. I want to remind you that I am the God who fulfills, who never fails, who never lets his words back empty. Everything that is told you so far is true, and what I am preparing for your life is greater than any dream you have dreamed. My word says, "Cry to me, and I will answer you, and I will announce you great and firm things that you do not know." Jeremiah 33:3. Today, I reaffirm this to you. Cry to me with faith, hope, with an open heart, because I am listening. I'm not only listening, but also acting. What I am doing behind the curtains of your life is so deep, so perfect, that when revealed, you will glorify my name as never before. I want you to remember that my provision is not limited to what you can see or ask. I am spilling on your life a provision that goes far beyond financial or material needs. I am renewing your mind, strengthening your spirit, expanding your faith. I am restoring what was broken, bringing life where there was death, light where there was darkness. My work in you is complete, because I am a perfect God, and all I do is good. I know there are still areas of your life that worry you, fears that try to steal your peace, doubts that try to settle in. But I want you to look at me. I am your fortress, your safe haven, your unshakable rock. Nothing can separate you from my love. Nothing can prevent what I have for you. I want you to walk with courage, knowing you're not alone. I am with you in every step, in every decision, in every battle. And when you look at what I am doing in your life, remember to give me glory. Do not allow your confidence to be in the blessings, but in me, the donor. I want your heart to be fixed on who I am, because everything I do comes from an eternal love, a deep desire that the purpose of the purpose I have created you. I also want you to use everything I give you wisely. The blessings I put in your hands are not just for you, but for others, so that you may be a reflection of my love, a light in the darkness. I want you to be a channel of blessings, a source of hope for those who don't know me yet. The more replies, the more multiplication. The more you trust, the more I give you. Today, I want you to declare with me, Lord, I trust your promises, and I know the best is yet to come. This statement is not just an act of faith, but an alliance between us. I want you to keep it in your heart. The best is yet to come. Your story doesn't end here. What I'm doing is just the beginning of a new season, a new time in your life. And now, I want you to do something simple but powerful. Leave a like as an act of gratitude, as a gesture of faith. Subscribe to this channel, because there are more messages that I have prepared for your life, words that can transform your heart and bring even more clarity to the path I trace to you. Share this message with someone who needs to hear about my love, about my promises. There are so many lives waiting for a word of hope, and I want to use your generosity to reach them. I want you to know that this is not the last time I tell you. I will continue by your side, guiding you, sustaining you, renewing you each day. My words are eternal, and my love for you never fails. He walks with me because together we will do greater things than you can imagine. My dear son, my beloved daughter, I am the Lord, your God, and my promise is faithful. Everything I told you today will be fulfilled, because I am the one who never failed. Rest, trust, and advance. The best is yet to come, and I'm with you until the end. Amen.